Howdy, grounded guys and gals. Welcome back to another Grounded 2 video. Today's video is my comprehensive list of new bugs, harvestable items, buggies, weapons, armor, biomes, mutations, and some story and my own theory of the story that I've found so far. Before we get started, don't forget to hit me with that like and subscribe, and let's jump into it. First off, let's talk about biomes. This is going to be important for the bugs that we'll be talking about in a moment. Obviously, at the moment, we have an icy biome, probably going to have sizzling. Based on the trailer, it appears to be a pond, and I believe the devs have talked about a radioactive ant hill. It's also possible we may have an infected zone. Don't know yet. It is already part of Grounded 1, so it may be coming back in Grounded 2. Now, any of the bugs I talk about today will probably or could have an orc version of them, just to make that assumption. So far, we've seen scorpions, and also maybe young scorpions. We've seen I don't know if they would be considered ice or hot scorpions that are in the frozen area. They could also be mutated, who knows? Of course, we've seen orc scorpions, butterflies, caterpillars, mantis, cockroaches, and also baby cockroaches, snail, tarantula, orc weevils, and a mutation that mentions a mysterious stranger. Who could that be? And also, personal theory that the ladybugs or birds that we see in the trailer, etc., are not the regular ladybugs we're used to. I think those are maybe a different type of ladybug. They don't look like the previous versions, and in research, there's tons of ladybugs and birds out there, so it's very possible this could be a different type of ladybug. So any of these bugs, and in Grounded 1, could come back, but also we might see a blending of different types. And the reason I mention that is that if you see here in the clip, we have orc weevils as they run by, and then when he turns around, you can see they have exploded. Now in Grounded 1, weevils were infected that exploded, but I don't think we ever saw orc weevils. And then also, why would they explode? Could it be that we're going to see a blending of different types? So you can have orc infected, orc mutated. We could see multiple different types of bugs mishmatched in the backyard to have different variations of them, not just orc this and then infected this. Maybe we could see multiple types. We'll have to see. They have not confirmed wasps yet. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't bring wasps back. I know everybody hates wasps. I do as well. If the devs are somehow listening, if the one change you can make to wasp is that don't make the drone heal itself. Change it so it can only heal its allies and not itself. Then you change the whole dynamic. You can take out the drone while it's healing the other two, and then you can take down the others. It would make it a more manageable fight. Please make that one change. Thank you. Also, in some of the footage I've seen, there's a bee heading somewhere, just flying, not from a picnic table, but to somewhere. Maybe we'll actually have a hive in here. That's a theory, a game theory, but we'll see. Some harvestable items I've seen, berries and cherries. We also have red lint on the tablecloth. So any of the normal Grounded 1 stuff, we may see different tiers of it in Grounded 2. Also like harvestable ice crystals here. So that could be a ammo, like how splinters were. Maybe it'll be an ammo, or maybe it'll be for fridges. Who knows? Well, we'll see. Here, if I freeze the frame here, needle bundle at the bottom. This is another harvestable item that I was able to glean. Also, during this footage here, I saw the healing wasn't the same. It's purple. Maybe we'll have different types of healing. We'll have like fiber bandages, but also purple. Maybe we'll have berry bandages or different types of bandages, a little bit stronger ones. Next, let's talk about buggies. You're going to be getting recipes for buggies. So maybe we'll have to find those somewhere or unlock through the science shop. We'll see. It was said that we could have a quote unquote number of buggies at any given time. I don't think we'll have 100+ army of bugs, but I would assume that we could have a stable of them. So maybe up to for example, at the moment you can only get 2 different types, so maybe up to 8. We'll see. Buggies have their own stamina bar for attacking and running. And it looks like they can sprint. So hopefully they're not gonna be too slow. They don't appear too slow, but we'll have to see when we get in there. Buggies can die and be revived. In woe mode, from what at least it sounded like in the podcast, they may die forever. We don't know the mechanic yet. It may be just like how a normal player gets downed and their friends can revive them. And if you don't do it in time, then they'll die, at least on low mode, and in regular, mild, and medium. They can come back in the hut. I don't know where they're going to be housed. Buggies will serve a purpose, of course, in the backyard for traversing the map. We've seen the red ant ones break through different routes to get to place, but we've all seen the orb weavers go across spider webs. They didn't say that we can make those, so there could just be spider web areas that we have to use to cross. Don't know how exactly they've set up the backyard, so how hard would it be to like go from one area to another, or do you get to an area and then all of a sudden like, oh wait, I need to bring my other buggy, or maybe that's something they're going for. We'll have to see when we get there. Some buggies will have some unique skills, like the orb weaver can scream to stun some enemies, and the red ant warrior can recruit red ant workers. Also, red ant warriors will be able to hoover up dropped resources, making it easier to gather materials, and of course, you can build while riding it. Looks like they're going to be adding a lot more building materials, including tiki and tropical stuff. We're going to have an Omni tool in Grounded 2. This is such a great upgrade from Grounded 1, and it looks like we're going to have to upgrade it from, it starts off with chopping, and then you have to upgrade it to smashing and repairing, etc. Hopefully it won't be too bad, and maybe we'll have to upgrade it from 1 to 2 to 3, etc. We don't have a lot of information on the new armors and weapons, but here's what they've announced so far. 10 completely new armor types. I've seen butterfly gear for mage type, ladybird armor. He said ladybird armor evolved. I'm not sure if that he's talking about just it's a new type of armor, or potentially we're going to see armor that you can level up with different parts to make it different. Don't know. Orb weaver armor, wolf spider armor, some other fuzzy armors here and there that we've seen through some of the different trailers and sneak peeks. This could be a scorpion set. We might have some potential bee gear, acorn armor, but maybe tiki acorn? Hard to tell. And also this amazing armor. I can't wait to get my hands on this. Weapons, maybe a ladybug mace, and in this clip, he is throwing the mace, potential that maybe throwing won't just be for spears. Of course, ladybird shield as well. There's a spider stringer bow. There's also a scorpion ice staff, which I would like to note. It does appear that the ice staff isn't just a like one shot, either strong or weak, depending on how much you charge it. It's a combo shooting, and then also you can charge it for a big burst of damage, which is great to see. Wolfbane's fangs for dual wielding, and something I noticed from some gameplay is there's a built-in crit chance multiplier. So we might see a lot of different weapons that have different abilities already baked into them. Some of the other things I've seen is spicy sword, a heavy one-handed sword. I can't tell if it's doing some crit days to it, but it's kind of hard to tell. But are these gauntlets or like brass knuckles, or I guess they would be bug knuckles? A bombardar beetle shield, potential perfect block with a spray. We'll have to see. And another potential shield. It looks like this one might be spiky, so it could have built-in thorns. For combat mechanics, the biggest thing I've heard them talk about is dodging. So it looks like you'll have a little side dodge to get out of the way of attacks, so that could be good. In Grounded 1, it didn't really matter when it comes to blocking, distance, etc., because they will get to you sometimes. So we'll have to see if that dodge is similar to perfect blocking. If you dodge at the right time, will their attack go where you were, or will it actually follow you? So they're going to have different combat roles, it looks like tank, rogue, mage, hunter, I guess to help give players a direction to pick. And I guess to help with that, there are different mutations. We have some new, some old, and maybe some changed mutations. It's hard to see exactly what mutations there are, but if we guess, Little Fist, Barbarian, or maybe Clubs, Javelier, Assassin, Sharpshooter, Blade Master, and Whittle Wizard. Pheromone Shot, which notably is unlocked by killing a tarantula. Also, it might cause other insects to attack what you're attacking. We'll have to see. Guard Dog. Frenzy is different. It looks more like what Barbarian was. Ambush, and I'm not sure if it's going to give you a huge crit chance, but it looks like you're going to be dealing yoke blows. Parry Master, Natural Explorer, Trapper, Peeper. And at the bottom here, it has Cardio Fan maybe. There's a healing one that maybe gives you a passive heal if you stay still. Frost and Fire Protection, but that also could have similar effects like Spicy Safety and Grounded 1. And then also a Poison and maybe Venom Protection. We'll have to see.
Complete the training, get your Omni tool at the Ranger Outpost.
Omni tool. Could be a good insult. What is it though?
At the beginning, it appears that we are starting in an Omni training area for newly shrunk Omni employees, which is probably why the message from Sloan is pre-recorded and directs us to pick up our Omni tool. Now for some of the story stuff. Omni was formerly bad. There's a new girl boss at Omni named Sloan. There's purple graffiti, and we don't know exactly if they're good or bad. Part of the new story that we're going to be unraveling is a shadow that follows us. Apparently there's a threat that was always there, watching, learning, waiting. You don't know where it's coming from, only that it never leaves. The deeper you dig, the closer it gets. You were never alone. You thought you were in control. You were wrong. What could that be? Don't know exactly what that entails. Is it referring to the purple markings we see on the map, or something completely different? Or is it Burgle? I'd never trusted Burgle. He was flipping burgers, but I think he was trying to flip people. Burgle, it may have exploded. I've seen some screenshots of potentially what his headless body is, and it looks like it's some of the part of the game we are actually inside of him. And so we may be repairing him. If you didn't know, he did have a function for kill. So I don't know. Maybe someone was using him, or maybe someone was watching us through his eyes. That will hopefully come out in the story. Something interesting that I found while watching some of the game demo is that there's a little line from Max here that says, the ceremony was a hell of a time for Tully to go nuts. Like, dude, they're dedicating a statue of you. Chill. So it looks like Tully may be the reason why we are actually in the backyard, park again, shrunk. We don't know. I know that when you shrink, sometimes you lose memory. So maybe we don't remember exactly why he shrunk us, or maybe we're missing some of that information, but it looks like he had something to do with us getting small. And if you really want to talk about conspiracy theories, in the opening scene, there's an artist rendition of Tully wearing a hat. Kind of suspicious. Could he be orc controlled? Nothing here is guaranteed, and they may change many and all of what we know and don't know before Grounded 2 comes out. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye-bye.